What up, YouTube fans? This is Zuby Masters for starting my Let's Play of Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. How did I get into this mess? Why did I do that? That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. I didn't. I didn't do it. Whew, it's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. Oh, Mr. Grossberg, good morning. Ah, Leah, please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior. What are you talking about? I'm relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me. I'm relaxed. Let's go. Up my label. You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer. I'm so sorry. Just I'm so nervous today. Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never you fear, my dear. I, Marvin Grossberg, am at your service. Actually, this is my second time in court. Still, you surprised me, but with your earnest request last night. Let me handle this case, you suddenly said, and quite forcefully too. Just found out yesterday about the case. What? You've already learned all the relevant facts? Well, about that, you see, of course I have the thing. In any case, don't let our client see you, sir. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client. Good morning there. Good morning. Try to keep smiling, Mia. I just wanted to say, I'll give it all I've got. You'll be fine, no problem. What's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Wright? Actually, it's Wright. Like the flying boys, people screw it up all the time. And yes, I have a cold. That's what the mask is for. My doctor says this way I won't give anyone else. Be kind to others. Right, Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear in court today. If you're truly innocent, I promise I will save you. Please, let go of my shirt. That's right, he's the one on trial. Not you, you're the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Maya Fey. I'm new at this lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. That trial traumatized me so badly I thought I'd never step foot in another courtroom. It's been a year since then, and well, here I am again. This time I'm going to win. For my client, for myself. Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense today is Miss Maya Fey, was it? Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem? I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading the defense. Yes, well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency. Emergency? But isn't that him standing right there next to you? Yes, well, you were just a rookie. Are you sure you can handle this? I'm scared. Given your tough. Of course, Your Honor. I think. Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Okay, don't worry, he'll all be over soon. What's that all about? Are you trying to trash talk me? Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of the events on the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swaller. He was a fourth-year student studying pharmacology. Sounds like he was a very bright young man. Yes, well, next we have a photo taken at the crime scene. The student discovered the body shortly after the murder. They found the victim. The defendant, who had obviously bludgeoned his getaway and called the police. That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Very well. The court accepts this photo in the record. By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from the photo. The reputation for insanity is well known, Your Honor. The truth is that the victim died a rather unusual death. Unusual? What do you mean, Mr. Payne? Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question. A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up. I am a gentleman, if you will. A what? Stand up to me, Mia. Show him what you're made of. A perfect opportunity. Well, what was it? The cause? Please say you know at least that. I'm sorry. Can get enchanted for reading the whole file. My hemorrhoids are beginning to happen. Now, see here. The details of the case are filed under the court record. But you knew that already, didn't you? The court record, I think I see that by pressing the R button. All the weapons we can be found in the court record. Take a good hard look at the data there and think carefully before you answer. Yes, sir, I'll do just that. Stay calm. Can't let the prosecutor get the battery. Let's take a look. Now then, with the attorney for the please answer. According to court record, it was a fatal electrical shock. In other words, electrocution. Electrocution? But how could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some kind of new super powerful stun gun, perhaps? The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue. What's that? Why, the motive, of course. Apparently there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant. Bad blood? What do you mean? Oopsies, terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you know all about it. You shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this. I don't like this guy, smug guy. That's Winston Payne for you. He's one smooth operator, catch my drift. You don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know. And the defense. Old Greybeard's face. Yes, sir. Old Greybeard's face. But try to get a better example for the other. Evidence isn't the only thing. People's profiles are. You can toggle between profile and evidence with the R button. It's sure to go. The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here, Dahlia Hawthorne, is it? Very good, Miss Faye. You seem to have picked up on it. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swope. Apparently, she had some part in the play. Ah, he's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he always got the judge thinking like he won. Very well, Mr. Payne. Please call your first witness. If it please the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright. Well, the defendant himself? Well, Miss Faye. Fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent. The defense has no objection. Very well. Court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand. Yes, please state your name and occupation. Yes, my name is Phoenix Wright. Right now I guess I'm a suspect. No, he means what did you do before you were arrested? Shoot. I was a university student, Mr. Wright. You understand that you are suspecting the death of your fellow students. But I didn't do it! I'm innocent, I tell you. I'm telling you I was... Shoot! The defendant's leave refrain from passing on his oath of resident. The witness has something he wants to say. Well then, Mr. Wright, please tell us about your relation to the victim. Right away, Your Honor. I admit I was wrong, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. So you hardly knew that. Right, like I said, I'm not a killer. Looks like the judge understood. You're being naive, you know, too naive. Huh? It seems that you've forgotten one small thing. And that would be that this witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination. Cross-examination? That's right. And it's the defense student carrying on the cross-examination. The purpose of the term is to contradict. Right? Even if he is your client, for all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty. Saying that this testimony is a lie? Would you? You said you found the body, so who called the police? Huh? Unfortunately, it was some other student that notified me. Other student? That's correct. They were the witness. Who saw the defendant standing there next to the body and shot him. Is this true, Mr. Wright? Shoot! You stop amazing every time you're in a bind. Well, it's true I wasn't pretty shocked when I found the body, but I knew the guy to begin with. So you didn't know his face or even his name, right? Right. Well, no. That is, I mean. So, which is it? Do you know him or not? Shoot! Now see here, you can't avoid answering the question by sneezing. Well, I guess I did know his name. Mr. E, why didn't he tell me that? I heard he used to date Dahlia. Is this Dahlia person? That would be the defendant's love, or Miss Dahlia Hawk. Oh, I see. Aw, young love. So bittersweet. That's all I knew about him. I never even talked to that stuck-up British one. Right, you stated the following. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. That's right, I mean, why would I even... But that doesn't sound right. You hardly knew him. Then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Well, Mr. Wright? No, it wasn't me, I'm not a killer, I swear. Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe? Yes, well... Union Jack on the back of his shirt. Are you certain you saw the Union Jack? Yes, I'm sure. It was right there on his back. Miss Faye, there's some point to this line of question. Your Honor, please take a look at the crime scene photo. See, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back. Hey, wait a minute. He's wearing a leather jacket. The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. If that's really the case, then you wouldn't know that. You had no idea what he was wearing underneath that jacket. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me. Please forgive me. Hi, I made our client. Let me. That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix. I believe I trust you. Mr. Wright was all wrong. That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. Thanks for uncovering the defendant. That this man does not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime. Uh-oh. Did I go too far? Wait, Mr. Wright. You seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it? Yeah, I took some, but... Was the medicine that you took or the counter brand called Cold Killer X? Yeah, that's right. It kills colds good. Hey, wait a sec. How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X? Would you happen to have the medicine with you right now? Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. Lost it. Does that have anything to do with the case? You're right. Tell you where your cold medicine is right now. Huh? Your Honor, take a look at the photo from the crimes. What's this? The victim's hand. It's Cold Killer. Yes, but I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt it has to belong to bottle, especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it. What? Seeing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine dropped by Mr. Wright and hidden in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright. Order in the court! Your Honor. I'd like to present this photo in part. Very well. Accept it as broken. Yes. It ceased functioning with a large wave of electricity passing through. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for this? Oh, my poor hemorrhoid. Truth is, I went back because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind the building. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3 we split up. And later when I went back, I found him lying there. I've been taking Cold Killer X for at least 2 to 3 days. I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Mr. Wright, that is completely different from the testimony you gave previously. I'm sorry, Your Honor, I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible. Miss Faye, please Please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies. Was it Mr. Swallows who indicated you should meet at 2:45? Yeah, and we were both there right on time. Said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct? Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone calls him the alchemist of IBU. An alchemist? I see. I gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It's filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. Oh, how fascinating. He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man. What do you do? You should ask. So you're absolutely certain that you met at 2:45? Yeah, pretty sure. That's the time class ends. They're always doing experiments, so it doesn't matter much. Experiments? Yeah, those pharmacology guys are always in the lab whipping up something. So right at the time, go on with your testimony. Get around. So, what was it you were talking about? That maybe we should hang out again sometime? Hang out again sometime? Is that true? I'm lying there. So you're saying you went back? Yeah, that's when I found the body. Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with me? Well, that's right, I was. Then why, Mr. Wright? Why'd you go back there? Thought maybe we could make up. Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one is buying this. It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of year, isn't it? Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in the spring. I suppose common sense is not always common. So, did anyone else know you were taking cold medicine? Well, I always took one after meals, so I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. Around lunchtime on the day of the accident. On the day of the incident? What did you do for lunch? What does that have to do with anything? You can never be too sure. I always leave with Dolly just to do with them. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious. Why did you punch me in the jaw? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden. Only Mia, I don't know. I can't see if I can contradict. The boy isn't exactly what I call a natural born liar. Continue to spell. That's right, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. That's dangerous. They use non-standard voltage, so there are high voltage cables everywhere. High voltage cable. Yeah, there were electrical poles set up all over the building. High voltage cables run overhead around the... I think we're getting... Enough for now. Defendant admit... Return to the scene for some unknown reason. Not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine ball. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted. What do you mean? I knew it was too much work for a little girl. There's one mystery that's still... There is, Your Honor. Oh. Was carried out. How was the victim electrocuted? That is, you are correct. Your Honor, yes, Miss Fang? I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died. That would... Like the brash statement coming from a rookie, but even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court. An attorney must be able to establish their argument with evidence. Of course I know that. Actually, I had totally forgotten about it. Miss Faye, let's see what you have. The cause of death? I'd say this picture captures quite well. What? It resembles a murder weapon. The defense is going to have to explain this a bit more deeply. Well, naturally, it's right around here, I think. So you just want... Shoot. Shoot. A severed electrical cable, I believe. Remember that the testimony we heard? The machine the pharmaceutical use their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung around it. And the high voltage cable. Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation. That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about it? Well, I believe some praise is in order. Don't toy with me, old man. And now the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. Who had the opportunity to use the cables as a murder weapon was the defendant. Shoot! That much is certainly true. Yes, and that's not all. We have proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer. You do? But what is his fingerprints? You mean the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine? And look at the crime scene photo. He was wearing a leather jacket. As you may know, the leather jacket holds fingerprints quite well. You mean... Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the jacket. The palm prints of the defendant's very own... What? I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable. Order! That's enough. I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with the crossing. Stick a fork in us. We're done. Mr. Grossberg, my hemorrhoids never lied. The show's over. That boy was guilty the first time I saw him. No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent. Further evidence is required to convince me of this guilt. Your Honor, I am prepared to verdict this case. You have something further to evidence today. Is that what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth, the whole truth. If you don't say anything now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be. It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. Miss Faye, no matter what it is you have to say, I'll believe in you and I'll represent you to the very end. I've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say it. Wait a minute. Mr. Wright, I'll tell you what really happened. But I've already told you, Mr. Wright, there's no need for it. I did it. I admit it, I pushed him. My fault. What she said, was that the truth? Yes, I was afraid after that if I told the truth, you would think I was the murderer for sure. I can currently stand. There are please give me one more chance to explain. Tim, I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't Miss Faye? I believe in you. Thank you. I can't believe it. You really did push the thing. But like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake. He was talking bad about the whole. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. That moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. Well, after I left, I started to get worried, so I went back. He was just lying there, dead. The explanation is quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swall fell back and touched the electric. He died from the shock, and that, as they say, is that. A simple explanation. The time of the incident, a light rain had been falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted. But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. There had been something like that, even I would have noticed it. True. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that. I warn you right now, if your cross-examination is yielding correct, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear with that? Yes, Your Honor. Yeah. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it. Tell me about what happened in a little more detail. Yeah, he just said that he wanted to say to me. And then he put on the leather jacket he was holding and started to leave. That's when I lost my temper and fell into a furious frenzy. And a light, gentle shove to the chest. When did that? There were no servo cables. Right. There's nothing like that. Merely overlooked. I guess what are you doing? Don't let that guy steamroll over you like a cheap asphalt. Loud noise. What would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It's like snap. You know, so come to think of it, I wonder what it was. Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted. You're not qualified to decide that. Right, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important, so try to remember what it was. Like a sharp crack. Ah, could be. Hurry up and tell. Umbrella he was holding. right on top of it and broke it. Probably the noiser. Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella, cheap and frail. Kind of like the owner. And again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. It was pretty soaked to the bone. Important. Note, this cheap umbrella is more than important. It's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testament. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer. Court agrees to the defense request. Witness, please add that bid to the cheap umbrella to your testament. Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning? Come on, if I had mentioned that, you wouldn't have been able to counter the prosecutor's argument earlier. What do you mean by that? Take another look at the crime scene photo. To Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you looked at it closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole. They're absolutely right. The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallows was still alive. No! Order! 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 The victim, he moved? Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now? Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene. I want it presented as evidence immediately. But the umbrella could have simply been blown by the wind. According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's no simple way it could have been blown by the wind. But I know this matter of the umbrella seems to but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render the final judgment. No! I must say, I still find it hard to believe. There's a huge hole that's been blown in the prosecution case by the defendant's testimony. Yeah. Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling at? Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I've been expecting too much of a free ride. I also think I could have established guilt through cross-examination. I don't follow what you're saying. Yes, you have another witness. Exactly. This witness testimony will be incontrovertible. Who is this witness? Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia Hawthorne? You don't mean Dolly? Do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. That's right, she was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. What? I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear. Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this. You can't be serious. Yeah, what do you mean by that? I think this is a good point for us to stop at. The court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hall. Say, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's alright. At least you told the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah. So I guess I can start to relax. Relax, my boy. You can't be serious after hiding such an important fact. But the next witness is my Dolly. She'll save me. I know she will. Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life. That's why. The love of your life, huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Sure, no problem. Dolly and I, we first met around 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side. Anyway, one day she and I just bumped into each other in the
reading room downstairs. That's why I think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave me this the day we met as a symbol of our love. She'd been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, "I want you to carry it." So she gave you it to you as a present, I see. This darling little bottle is filled with the memory of my darling little doll. It certainly is a little bottle. It makes me so happy. I show it to everyone. I share my happiness with the whole world. Hey. Miss Hawthorne started dating. Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing. Please give it back now. What a strange girl, asking for a present back like that. By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to been August 27th, would it? Yeah, it was. But how did... This happened August 27th, right here in this court. This newspaper clipping? See, murder in the courthouse. Murder? What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think I understand what you're trying to say. I think I understand why you suddenly took a keen interest in this case. You believe there is some connection between these two cases, am I correct? My Mr. Griff. I need to finish this myself. Ah, yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and take a look in the downstairs reading room and see what I can find. Thank you. I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, it looks like the recess is about over. We'd better all get moving. Yes, that recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness. The next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. She calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand. What's with this stiff silence? In my long career as a judge, I have been beat by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt. I have no one. In your case, I must admit that you're ready to glow a complete serenity. I can't believe you actually said that. Oh, now then, the witness, could you please state your full name? Don't worry, sweetie, there's no need to be nervous. If anyone says anything to Rube, I'll be sure I'll cut them down to size, and I will bash them with my gavel. Let's see how they look straight at me when they say that. Thank you for calming my nerves. Your eyes are so nice. I almost feel right at home. Not at all. It was nothing. I may move on now. What's your full name and occupation? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I wanted to say it's an honor for me to be here in your noble country. The honor's all mine. No, the honor's all mine. Now we all know whose milkshake brings all the boars to the yard. Sir, is there anything I can help you with? Just go and say whatever's on your mind. I'm sure that there must be some kind of mistake. Beanie would never kill anyone. I just know. Yes, I can see what you would say. She's going to be a tough witness. Took her 12 seconds to wrap him around her little finger.
Please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please. And Dougie, they were talking behind the building. Suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. I was there. I'll find some other students and they called the authorities. What to say? To you, Miss Capcom. The defendant didn't do anything wrong. Young lady, as old as I am, even I recall how the hot flames of young passions can burn. Nevertheless, it's my job to discover the truth. Please tell us the truth. That's more than enough witness. I won't allow this to continue. What do you mean by that? Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. You haven't changed a bit, Maya Fey. What's this? So you two are acquainted? For once. Miss Fey, the floor is yours. See you again, Madam Fey. Madam? No one's grandma yet, girly. Well, that's it for this video. Hope you like it and stay tuned.